Good morning, Reapers. Just gonna give it a couple minutes before people get in here. That's if anybody wants to come listen to me blab about things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I left my coffee in the car. Oh, we got some feedback here. Yeah, I gotta go get my coffee. I'll be back. Can't do this without coffee. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's get into this here. Let's see what time frame we want to be on. Let's go to the 10 minutes. Let's go to the 10 minutes. So, yesterday, I was looking at short on that high. We were also looking at potential short off supply here, but never had any real reaction off of that. We get a little bit of a pullback off of this high here, but that really just brings us down into that demand, which then lifted back up, couldn't quite touch that high, returns back, SFP's the low. Wish I would have seen that yesterday. Anyways, and then kind of up we go, right? So, larger structure flow looking like this right now, and then let's see what we have in between those. We got this guy, like that guy right there. Anyways, where am I going with that? Where am I going with this? I probably need to spend more time cleaning up my chart ahead of time. Um, so we have this break above the high, and then we start to retrace back down, coming back into kind of this demand here. How far do we get into it? How far did we get into it? Yep, up 50%. Cool. And then, I saw that leg flip bullish this morning, and I figured, why not? Let's give that thing a shot. Um, we got about 10-minute structural change in this zone here. So I figure, why not? Yeah, I went for it. I went for it. It's a little, it's a little bit of a funky move, but whatever. I went for it. I went for that. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here. So let me get to like a fresh BTC chart because I need to check a couple of things. Let's see. Let's turn this volume off. Let's get this cleaned up. No, that's not how we're going to clean it. We're going to clean it like that. All right. So initiation above here um, does cool things, right? So let's just draw that as a break. Well, I don't know. For me, it does anyway. So we'll just say that's a break, and it's bullish Friday, and now we have a strong daily low and a weak daily high. Kind of cool. We haven't been able to say that in a while. Kind of cool. Let's do SDL and WDL, weak daily high, strong daily high, right? And that's going to be valid all the way down to the 4 hour. Well, that's going to be valid, really, gosh, down to low time frames as well. Sorry, your strong lows kind of move up as you get down into time frames, but all I'm really trying to establish is this high is weak. That's all I'm trying to establish. Um, I think, as I was talking yesterday, there still needs to be, let's go back to the 4 hour. Some point in time, let's mark the high of our range. Some point in time, like I don't see any version of reality in which it just comes from here straight up to here without retracing, right? Last time we interacted with this low right here, let's just take a look at what happened last time we came up from the bottom of the range, right? We came up, we had a decent retrace. We came up, you could call that maybe a bit of a retrace there, and then we came up again. Obviously, we failed that high and came tumbling down. But this is what I'm referring to, right? These kind of guys. There's there's got to be there's got to be one, if not two, that happened prior to even taking a run at something like that. So I am on the lookout for that potential. I'm on the lookout for that potential. And what kind of indicators do we have locally that would, yeah, I would say probably this guy right here. Yeah, probably that guy. I would say at 63, 350. You know, you start losing structure around here, and then I think we'll end up seeing our little bit of a larger pullback anywhere down into a zone like this for further lift up. Let's see if I don't know if there's anything particularly, I think we looked at this yesterday. I don't think there was anything down there that I just absolutely loved for demand, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Is it on the 2 day? Probably went through this yesterday, didn't we? Is it on like the 3 day? No. Yeah, I remember not having a real standout. So it's going to be, for me, it's going to be this. Make it nice and big. And that is going to be here as low as here. So 59,640. Yeah, that would be a place that I would really love to see a retracement to for the lower high on, say, the daily or 4 hour chart. For the next kind of lower high, that'd be a really cool place to have it happen. So I'm going to keep an eye in that area. And this line right here is going to be my indication that we are going to potentially mitigate something along those lines at the loss of 62, 350. What else was going through my head about this? So we talked about that SFP. Um, this is your not sort of bearish variety of price action because that high is still intact and weak. So whenever I see it pulling back like from a weak high like that and see a decent structural flip, like it's kind of hard for me not to go long. Let's see. So what other kind of things can initiate a larger time frame pullback outside of this low right here? Some sort of distribution up at the highs. So let's move that guy along. Still interested in this. Still interested in this. Yep. Still interested in that guy. Yeah, I'll absolutely look to see if we can get some sort of short to work off the top of the range. So I'm kind of thinking like, what's going through my head? What's going through my head? I don't find it likely that price just crawls down from here and breaks this low. I just I don't know. I just don't see that as being the case. I just don't see that as being the case. So like to me, what would make a lot more sense would be to come back up and hit that high another time. Maybe we range hit the high another time again, or just generally, that didn't go up high enough. Just generally something along those lines, then I would say um, at that point we're looking here, and then if we lose that level, that kind of goes back to that's this level, right? So if we do one of these and then lose this level, then I think we can get a decent retracement back into there. Um, Okay, any more? Let's see if there's anything else more local. I probably want to use this chart. Let's go back down to the 10 minute. Do we have that? I feel like we have that trade on. Nope, we don't. So let's get that on there. I think I need to. I think my problem is I need to clean this chart up a little bit. I'm not seeing stuff. So let's get some of this cleaned up. Okay, and yeah, so that short yesterday surely didn't pay very well. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Let's go back down to you had this pullback, but it just immediately flipped back to bullish. S&P low. Come on, what am I talking about here? Oh, okay. So to lose. So we have this structure that looks kind of more along these lines, right? Let's draw this out here. Maybe something along these lines. We have that guy, right? So for me to see any weakness on this level here, I need to see this leg here break, right? That leg needs to break before I'm looking to run a point like that. So for that reason, we're now going to follow this leg. Let me do this correctly. Let me just use the path tool maybe and stop being so lazy. Down, up, down, up, right? So we got to lose this guy before we can talk about this guy. And so for that reason, because the high is weak, um, I think I would look to potentially long that again if it let me, if we got down there. Like if this doesn't work out, and then we come back down to here, I may look to long that again. Is there anything right below that can hold it up? Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I am stuck in the sauce at the moment. Okay, so let's get some medication on it. I don't know if there is this guy. Evaporates in 20. No, I think I would just. I was looking to see if there's any demand that I love right below this low to kind of hold it up. But I don't see any I absolutely love. So, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna mark it just in case, but I don't. No, that's just too far down. It's too far down. No, we would lose the structure getting to that. So yeah, I would look for a potential run on the low, but that's like if we just happen to roll over from here and come down. I would look for that, maybe kind of target one, target two sort of thing. Um, that's if we roll down from there. We're already getting kind of a little bit of buy wicks in here. This is just me hoping for my current position too, right? It could fail, but yeah, I like the signs of these wicks down here, and this general roundness, and this break of structure. Yeah, I like all that. I like all that for this. Bum, bum, bum. There's nobody in my chat. Everybody left me. Oh, it says I have 12 people watching. Well, oh my goodness. Now that's weird. So I have all this chat over on like the actual YouTube page, but because left it on participants in OBS. No wonder. No wonder I didn't see any chat. Let's see. Good morning, evening here in Rotterdam. Oh, that's cool. You're up in Rotterdam. Good morning, Alexandra G. Alexandra G. Have a wrench to keep us safe. Because I don't even know how to give out wrenches, man. I don't even know. How do we do this? Let's see. Let's hit some buttons and see if we can. Oh, probably not from there. Do we do it over here? Add as moderator. Yeah, it's happening. Alexandra G is officially the first moderator on Brewberry TA. There we go. We get some wrenches out there. We get some wrenches. We got it. We got it. We got it. We're making progress. Morning, Luke. Um, okay. Yeah. Yep. 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 Seriously, if anybody knows why my drawing tools stay stuck on, you'd still be my hero to help me solve it. Um, yeah, that, definitely that. Oh yeah, this was the other. Let's see, let's take a look at doing something like this. Yeah, that's very relevant to me, but I don't have too much more to talk about on BTC. I felt like my head was full of ideas this morning about things I wanted to talk about. Oh, maybe hold that phone. We're gonna go back to this more blank chart because I just feel like there's got to be. I remember having supply up here that was unmitigated, and now I have to go back and I have to find these things. Okay, so we just tagged this one. Tagged that guy. Okay, cool. So he's been mitigated. He's out of our hair. Where is the other ones? I know they were up here. I know they were here. Oh man, is there something in here? I feel like there's something in there. There's not a lot of sexy looking supply up here. Which is good for the bulls. That is good for the bulls. Okay, so we have like a little bit up there. Um, yeah, yeah. We got some up in the tip here. Get him on the chart. That's way up there, though, right? That's way up there. Here, okay, that's mitigated. Hmm. Let's go to daily. Huh. Bizarre. Really remember there being more up here. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Enough of me. Enough of me. Uh, what's up? What's up with the people? What's up with the otters? How you guys doing? What's crack-a-lacking for you guys? Anything you want to look at? I don't think I have. I don't think I have too much more to share on Bitcoin. Don't. Uh, is it? Yes. Okay. So that was there. That was that 2 hour candle there. So let's go back to 2 hour here. This guy. Um, 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 do we lose structure off that? Pull back. Yeah, I don't have too much more to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We're gonna make Reaper. We're gonna mod. We're just gonna mod fools up. We're gonna mod fools up. That's what we're gonna do. Can I, dude? I hate this little bubble that sits right over the last chat. That's junk. Reapers, you're always up in here. We're gonna make you a mod too. Um. Yep. 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 All right. Well, cool. I don't see any questions flowing in, so I'm just gonna stumble about some charts and take a look at some things and say whatever comes to my mind, and then go along with my day. Interesting. So we lose that low. All right. Yep. 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 Okay. Bingo, 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 bingo. Yep, nothing too surprising there. That's good look. That's good look for BTC. A little late running it back. Cool. Sounds good. Nvidia. Oh no, that's Nasdaq and Q. Huh? Rangy. Good up there. Nvidia. Oh, that's what I was just on. Ooh, NQ. What do we have here? NQ looks bullish. Up, down, up. So we have there coming back in for mitigations of zones like this. Yep, that looks healthy. Right. 1 hour break. Maintain the larger structure. Cool. Ba, ba, ba. We were looking at gold the other day, weren't we? Aren't we? Oh yeah, we were talking about a break and a potential range up here. Gosh dang, it's kind of doing that. It's kind of doing that. It is kind of doing that. And then this was a break of structure. Okay, so that never ended up happening. Let's see here. Interesting. Yeah, so yep. This is the kind of thing that worries me about gold. Is like if you break that low there, why were we looking at? We were looking at like something a little higher time frame, right? Yeah, yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Yeah, I think if you break 2463, just call it a 1 hour body, maybe four. No, it wasn't a four. It wasn't a four. No, it's not a four. With a 1 hour body close, which looks like it could be happening sometime soon, then I think you could make a rotation all the way back down to here um, as its first stop. If not, yeah, here. Yeah, I see a couple different stopping points along the way. One, two. Oh, that didn't draw well. But yeah, gold's a little in trouble. Somebody asked about that the other day, so I figured we'd just take a peek at it. I always like to go back and look and see if I was how stupid I was. I have been shorting 2400 every time. Oh, gold's killing you. Oh, Vegas, gold's killing you. Use soil is skyrocketing. What the hell is use soil? What is it? Oh, oil. Oil. I've never charted oil. Never charted it. Never charted it before. Really? Yeah, that's interesting. Skyrocketing, you say, huh? I wonder what the structure looks like on this. I feel like it's in, yeah, kind of, kind of in an unfortunate point in between these two things in its life. It's never a fun place to trade. Lose that, retrace. So you have like this kind of larger daily range. This leg breaks. Okay, so we break here, indicating strength here. We retrace into this buy to sell. We break structure off of the buy to sell. We retrace again. Okay, but we broke structure here. Interesting. Yeah, that makes me feel like this is coming next. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I see on usual. Up $2 since yesterday. 40 contracts at 600 in profit. Go, bro. Go, bro. Um, yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like it wants to run that to me. It's just a funky place in between here and here, which I don't love because it's like it's flip flopping back and forth on like daily structure, which is kind of odd. It's like break bearish, only to break bullish, only to break bearish, only to break bullish. That's kind of a, I guess that's what you get when you're stuck in between two major swing points like that. But it's yeah, I just playing internal structure is always a little sketch for me, um, but yeah, I mean that's an amazing V-shaped break on a daily with a mitigation back into that. Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't want to. I don't see why you wouldn't want along that. So good for you. What do your contracts like expire on that? Is that how that works? I've never traded it. Bum, bum. For probably doesn't look any different, huh? Does it even take that? Well, I don't know if like TBC is even a good chart to be using, but it'd been so much cooler had it sniped that. That'd be way cooler. So let's see what's happening on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, I put in the old double topperoni, but it can't even take you back to that low. Boy, this is a weird asset. This thing flows really weird. That's bizarre. Man, a 4 hour break that couldn't even clear that. That's kind of wild. That's wild. That yeah, yeah. It does look pretty bullish. To see a double top like barely provide that, but then again, does that mean this hold on. Let me think about this. So if we come up here and then we break and then we do get a lower high and we do get a lower low, is it gonna lower high for a lower low? I guess that is still on the table, huh? Guess that is still on the table. This, so you lose that guy. That's been mitigated. Probably here. Interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting chart. That's an interesting chart, man. It just likes to go all over the damn place. Nano CME contract. Oh, CME base. Okay. Monthly at Coinbase. Interesting. Yeah, that's a gosh dang interesting chart, man. That thing flows a little strange. A little strange. Break, mitigate, but it almost like SFP. He's the low on the high. Well, I just hope it smashes right through this high for you and doesn't SFP it. That's what I hope. Just because of that structure flow from that 4 hour break is still intact. Is there anything inside of that that's like worth? But you're like locked in, right? You got to wait for your expiration on your contract. So, um, man, interesting. Interesting. Anyways, I don't know. Thanks for sharing that. That was fun. I am going to move on from that though. What did total three look like these days? We had an idea on total three about this candle right here breaking above this high right here, which is completely unentertaining because it's just like any other fucking chart you look at in the crypto space. It's the same damn shit. Same damn shit. Daily break structure, strong low, weak high, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look at you, fucking bastard, V Chain. You bastard. You asshole. Rather, shame on me for not setting my alerts the way that I should. Oh, you can put any time, huh? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Well, if then, yeah. What was that again? No, that's interesting. I've never traded contracts, so now I wanna go back and take another peek here, just to see if there's anything super suspicious between here and here. I don't really think there is. No, that was mitigated. That was mitigated. That was mitigated. Nice line of liquidity that it just ran. I think it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't, dude, I just don't see a ton of resistance for it. Yeah, I don't. I don't. What do we have to do to really break this leg? That's a funny looking leg. I guess it's kind of, this is 30-minute structure. Yeah, it's kind of like up here. I mean, yeah, you're kind of sweeping the last bit of all that liquidity right now. I would watch, I'd watch 81, 94 on it because it's like if you run because of that 4 hour, where was it? This one, because of this 4 hour break, and then generating that lower high. So technically on the 4 hour, this low is still weak until it clears this, and you just sucked up all the really accessible liquidity on this leg. And so if you turn around and lose this 81.94, I feel like you're coming back for this guy, or at least coming down to mitigate something like that. Uh, that's what I would feel like. That's what I would feel like. Yep, yep. That's my 2 cents there. Interesting. Trades the crude oil. The man trades the crude oil. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this is all really clean and mitigated up here. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. That's what I'm saying. Brew, any idea about the Fed pivot in September? Um, I don't. I do follow a lot of I don't know, geopolitics and financial policy and things along those lines. I was actually just having this conversation with somebody last night where it's like, you know, I suspect that they're going to start dropping interest rates and they are going to start pivoting. But, you know, it's only short. That's only short term bullish. I still feel like, yeah, yeah. Too many people just creating boom and bust cycles. And I was really talking about the real estate market with somebody yesterday, because the real estate market is, it's an odd one right now. It's a very, very odd one, and it's a big driving factor in the U.S. And it is not good right now. It is very not good right now. And the only saving grace is going to be some sort of adjustment to interest rates. But yeah, I don't know. I am worried long term, very, very worried long term. But with the elections and everything coming up, I won't be too surprised to see some rate cuts. I won't. Yeah, it's it's just an unfortunate position in the U.S. If you ask me, it is a very unfortunate position. Yeah, yeah, I do see them like kind of pivoting, creating another boom cycle for one last epic bust, and that's when all the shit hits the fan. That's whatever. Bad news, bad news, Blueberry. That's how I feel about that. Okay, so we break this, we mitigate decently, but we can't turn around and crack that high right there. What's up with that? What's that all about? Break, mitigate, all that was cool, but why are we? What is happening here? What is happening here? Leg, we come up, break again internally. It's just sloppy. It's just a big old sloppy Joe. Is that high still intact? Is boy, that is being one big sloppy Joe sandwich, though. One big sloppy Joe sandwich. But whatever, whatever. All right, cool. Oh shit. Yeah, really out of things to talk about. Does anybody have an altcoin to look at? I haven't looked at like hardly any. I've just been so goddamn busy. I like seriously yesterday was so busy for me. I don't even think I had an opportunity to eat until like 8 p.m. my time. Just like no food all day. And that's just been my life lately. So if there's an interesting altcoin out there, it is probably not one I'm aware of because I have not had a chance to look. So if somebody has an interesting one, that'd be fun. I'd like to look at that before I head off for the day. Need it to OP. Thanks for the pick because I am interested in OP too. Let's see. I have to relearn my alphabet. Here we go. Back to the daily and let's take a look see at OP. I don't think any of that TA is helpful. We will get rid of that. Let's see how low did we go? Is that a weekly? Tell me that's not a weekly. Oh, gosh, damn, that's unfortunate. Um, so, it broke weekly structure back here, and that makes, and then it, kind of does its lower high for lower low. It performs a second break on the weekly. So as far as weekly goes, and we'll kind of narrow down from there. As far as weekly goes, this is still a weak low on the weekly, and this is still a strong high on the weekly. That's not going to work. That's just not going to work. And we must have double topped right there. Okay, so now we go down to the daily. And so if weekly broke there, boom, 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 right there. Can we flip the daily anytime soon? the daily here. I mean, it's not a really confident flip of the daily there, but it's the only thing I have to give confidence to outside of where the weekly flips uh, up here. So, yeah, okay, all right. Now, what's that 4 hour look like? Oh boy, those wicks up there don't leave me with a ton of confidence. Okay, so that's interesting. So that leg breaks just to flip back. Fragile liquidity here. Building. The local level, we're still stuck between these two guys. Ooh, ooh, hold the phone. Magnet not on? Is that all about? Hi, 18889. Hi, 18890. Okay, so it did SFP that. Is back kind of underneath that. Um, Kind of giving me ranging vibes, like technically it swept this high right here, indicating weakness on this low. Um, it just didn't break any real structure coming up off of that low. Really break. There was really no structure to break, which is the problem, right? You just go from here right up to here. So there's really no structure to break in there. Nothing I would trust. That is a weird chart, man. That is a weird chart. What can I say about it, though? Boy, that is a weird one. I, I, I don't like that it really hasn't shown any major strength above this. It's like wick, wick, wick. I don't love that. And yeah, I kind of feel like if you really start closing, like 30-minute candle bodies below 18304, that it wants to hunt some of this liquidity out, clean some of that stuff up. Um, I'm getting a ranging kind of vibe on this. Like this, it just kind of feels like it wants to hang out in this zone for a while, which wouldn't be very bullish because it really needs to initiate above here and do some ranging. But I yeah, I just don't like all this liquidity right here and a failure to initiate above this, like with strength. I don't like that because if we go to the 4 hour, we even closed yeah, we haven't even closed a 4 hour candle body above that. This was a nice mitigation. Well, that's weird. Weird. Hmm. Hmm. Well, you picked an interesting one. You picked a very interesting one. I feel like some of this, I just can't get it out of my head. Some of this liquidity needs to be cleaned up. Like especially this area. That just looks like it needs cleaning prior to a lift up. Um, really, yeah, that's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about it. Uh, there's just no good data between here and here. There's just nothing good between there and there that makes me say, oh, we're coming here or coming here. It's very, very indecisive. If you put a gun to my head and said, hey, you only get to trade a OP, like I think I have to wait. I think I have to wait to see if we can get a good candle body close up above here or one below here. I would want to wait. If I was forced to trade this, I think I would want to wait for something a little bit more decisive there. Yeah, yeah, I would. I think the best thing to happen is really to see strong initiation above this high and then retrace and clean up this liquidity for further run up. Um, sorry, God, those highlighters probably just don't help anybody. Um, That I think would be the healthiest thing for it to do, but it's in a very precarious position. It's just in a precarious position with that liquidity underneath it. Can Bitcoin do anything interesting today? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. No, just nothing. Huh? Cool. Neat. Where's VWAP? Oh, it's above us. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get to the 1 hour. Let's turn VWAP off. I still don't suspect volume is going to give me anything that I'm going to be interested in, but I guess I can check it. Interesting. Not interesting. Not interesting for the immediate future. Yeah, that's not going to be interesting either. What do we look like from here? No, completely uninteresting. I think the only interesting level there is the POC because, like, the value area high and the value area low have not found their spot yet. They're starting to kind of level out a little bit in this area, but they really haven't found their holding spots yet. So I don't like that. Yeah, no, volume's trash. I don't know. I don't, sorry, volume's not trash. Volume's a really powerful tool. It just rarely gives me information that market structure hasn't already. Ave, let's go. Ave, here we go. Ave, and that's probably actually my last one. We'll recap on BTC and then, yeah, I'll go. I'll go do some working stuff. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so I see some stuff that kind of hops off the chart right out the gate. I'll just delete some of this stuff. Boom, 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 boom. What am I on the 30? How high is this? So here's a couple of things that come right off the hop for me. Let's hop out to maybe the 4 hour. Let's do some further cleaning up on this. Yeah, let's get rid of anything there. So we're still kind of stuck between this guy and this guy still. We have initiated above this high right here after failing this low right here. So we rotate back up to the high. We break that high. I'm happy with the break on that high. I think we could retrace for a higher low for an ultimately a higher high, but there's really no support inside of this leg for me. To me, support is all the way down here at 8406. So, and then we just lose after sweeping. How high up did we go? How high up did we go? Hold on. I think I want a horizontal line for this. Okay, good. So we did clean up the vast majority of that liquidity there, and then we broke 30-minute structure off of that. So let's get rid of that. We don't want that anymore. That's junking up the chart. This is old news. That's old news. That's old news. Da, 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 da. And let's see this. I'm looking at a 4-hour chart, so that's not quite it. So is it actually like 2-hour structure? Yeah, it is. So the 2-hour structure is kind of coming up. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So we get a little bit of a break here. And then we get a mitigation into anything logical. Kind of logical, yeah. Yeah, where is it? This is a very bullish environment right now. So what I'm going to say is counter trend, um, counter trend. But I kind of feel like this on Aave. That's what I kind of feel like. Obviously, your entry, like if you were to sell it right now, your entry is way down there, which is only like a 2R. I guess you get that a little bit better, but not mucho better. Um, but because we have good initiation above this high, I like that. Um, I think it's 100% welcome to retrace at this point. I just don't. Oh, dang, but wait a minute. Well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You. Where are you? Here somewhere. Hmm. Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting. So it may have only had that slight break there to come back down to mitigate. I mean, the high's weak, right? The high's weak. I'm just saying, like, after an initiation, a retrace should be expected to form your next higher low for a higher high. But this may be it. This actually might be it. Now that I'm looking at this a little bit closer, I do like this. I do I do like this area to lift from. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna change my mind about that. And I'm gonna say, okay, so this is 24 minutes. Go down to like the 10. Okay, so we break, we mitigate. Boom, 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 break. Flow down. SFP break. Flow down. Yeah, I kind of feel like this. I kind of feel like if you break this guy, then you're gonna rotate up to here. Yep, yep, yep. I feel good about that. Yeah, I do. I feel good about that. Because if this break here is intended to flow you down to like a lower target like this guy, then I actually don't think we're going to come up and break 100. Um, I actually don't think we're going to do that. I think we would. Let's see, how's this flowing? Kind of down. Yeah, yeah. We should break this before this if this flow is to maintain. Yeah, I don't think it breaks 100 if that's the case, and so The high is weak. It's just a matter of, a retracement, lower high for higher low for higher high kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of feel like yep, yep. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Break that, run it back up to here. I think that looks logical. Yep. Yep. To the point where I'd almost say if that high SFPs, then yeah, I don't feel like that's going to break if it's intended to mitigate something lower. See, this to me here has already addressed this demand range. So not, and then we got this other little one down here. But I feel like ultimately it'd be coming here. I think that's just, yeah. So, yeah, so if it were to SFP that $100 level, then I think you could drive it to, I think you could drive it down to this low at least, right? So if it did something like this, if it were to maintain that's not the right tool. If it were to maintain that bearish flow from the top down, I think it could look something like boom, 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 whatever, low SFP, and just continue its flow down to there. So yeah, I would say either initiation above here, retest long back to the top, or SFP this level and target this guy. Yeah, that's what I think about Ave. That's what I think about Ave. Okay, I'm gonna recap the BTCs and then I'm out of here. Okay, so um, on the BTC and the Cs, we are we this is a weak high. This is a weak high. It's weak on all the way up to the daily time frames. It's just weak. It's a weak high, and that means that the low all the way at the bottom, wherever that is that it? Yeah. That means that this high is or I'm sorry, this low is a strong low. Weak high, strong low. Get that volume off of there. It's jacking me up. Um, and then on this leg up, I think everything is pretty much still bullish. I don't think we've really broken anything of significance. No, we haven't. So even locally, this is all still flowing up and pointing towards another run on the high. Let's see here. Where's any other cases I can make? I wonder about this. I wonder about this. Let me see if I can pull this off real quick. That high to that high, 3%. From that high to that high, 2%. From this high to this high, 1.76%. It does seem like we're potentially losing a little bit of steam. I still think I think a bigger retrace for BTC would be good. I'll look at potentially shorting this. If this short works, I'm absolutely looking to long this as well, just for a general, just sort of range to develop in between those two. Go figure, you probably see me do that kind of TA every day of my life because I do it every day of my life. This whole structure still flows bullishly up from the bottom. This leg here broke bullishly right there, which is why I took the long this morning. Yeah, I want to see what happens at 66.072, it looks like. See if it gives me a reason to close my long. Um, yeah, because there's just not a lot of resistance above us. I think there was right here. Well, I'll throw it a little bit lower. I'm not looking for really any other significant resistance all the way up until 69K. Um, Yep, that's where I'm at. Any last questions before I leave? Okay, now we're finally returning to take that guy out. Good. That's the way it's supposed to work. the way it's supposed to work. Break your structure, higher low, higher high. That's how that is supposed to work. All right, cool. I don't see any. I don't think I see any questions coming in. Let me just check my other spot here. Nope, that's all the same comments. Right on. I think I'm gonna hit the road. Go do some work. Bro, is there? Oh, okay. Oh, hold on, hold on. There is a question here. Brew, there is a previous Asia low that have liquidity. Any thoughts? Put it on the chart on Discord. Let's take a looks. Let's take a looks. Okay, so bum 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 bum. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. That. Okay. So Reapers, you're talking about this guy, that Asia low, right? Because that is. Yeah, Tuesday, yesterday, 5:05. Yeah, so that's is it? Wait, hold on. Is it? I like believe you, but at the same point in time, I don't know why I want to double check that. So if we go to whatever that sessions Luxago thing, let's look, was that Sydney, Tokyo, Sydney? I'm not seeing it as Asia's low, previous Asia low, but like Tokyo didn't open until here. Am I fucking losing my mind? No. Okay, not quite. Anyways, we're looking at the same low. Moral of that story is we're looking at the same low, and I do have yeah, I do have a long yeah, I have a long plan there. And I'm interested in that long even if this short works. If this short works, I'm still interested in that long. If we never even make it up to the long first and we do this, I'm still interested in that long. Yeah, no, I'm very much interested in this low. Yep, I'm interested in that low for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I am interested in I'm definitely interested in this low. Definitely interested in this low. As a matter of fact, if I get my way, um, we're going to range here and either and do one of two things: accumulate the bottom for a run up higher. Just ooh, that line got a little wonky. Distribute the tops for a retracement down into something like that. Um, yeah. I want to see a range form. We've been in a trending environment for a long time. How long have we been in a trending environment? We have kind of been trending up for Thursday, so that's the fourth for about 13 days or so. So I think we're due for a pretty clean range or a retracement, one of the two. I don't think it can just keep going, but it may flow all the way to here before it um, does something more like those lines. But yeah, anyway, sorry. I am interested in that low. Yeah, I am definitely interested in that low. Oh, come on, BTC. You can't crack that high. What is your problem? What is your problem, man? What is your problem? That does not bode well for my long. It does not bode well because this still looks pretty fragile down here. Oh no, that does not bode well at all. Yeah, boy, that sure doesn't. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Let's see. Yes, if we run all that, man, I feel like I slept really good last night, but it's not working well in my brain. Interesting. Doesn't look, that just doesn't look promising for that long. And if it doesn't work, it's fine. I will just wait for the next one. I'll just wait for the next one. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, guys. I'm just rambling. So I should. Small question above. Check if you have some time. Yeah, I think I got your question, Reapers. Are we good? Because it's not just the liquidity on that low, it's the structure that it also maintains. That's the other reason I'm interested in it. Let me go to a quick, let me just spend a little bit more time on this idea and then move on. So you have, let's, no, so obviously we have this structure flow that's kind of coming up and down and up, and then everything in between here and here is irrelevant to that flow of structure, right? And then you look at this leg that brought us from here to here, and that is the relevant low that you would lose, right? That would break this leg. And so since all signs kind of point up, including this leg, then losing this indicates weakness here, and losing that indicates, I would say, a fairly decent pullback, a fairly decent pullback. And so, yes, I am bullish about that. But again, price needs to range or retrace fairly soon for me. So, uh, yeah, I don't think we can just long this forever. Yeah, we could get some lift there, though. We could get some lift there. All right, anyways, oh, you're welcome for the wrench. It's an honor to have you in my chat, Alexandra. So the honor is all mine, and I hope you have a great day as well. You guys all have a wonderful one. I am out of here. Brewberry out. Later.